Good evening. May all rise for the Lebanese anthem and for the AUB alma mater, please. Good evening, distinguished faculty, honored guests, proud families, and most importantly, our graduating physician and specialists. Tonight is not simply a graduation ceremony. It is a testimony to endurance, to sacrifice, to courage shown quietly, repeatedly, and often invisibly. To our 131 graduates, You did not train during ordinary times. You trained during a global pandemic that changed medicine forever. You walked into hospitals while the world stayed home. You wore masks for endless hours, held the hands of frightened patients when families could not be there. And you learned medicine in an atmosphere filled with uncertainty, exhaustion, and loss. And as if COVID was not enough, you all endured financial collapse, instability, and the painful weight of multiple wars and crises around you. There were days when electricity failed, resources were limited, roads were safe or unsafe, and the future itself felt uncertain. Yet, somehow, every morning, you still showed up. You still answered calls, you still studied, and you still cared. That matters. Because medicine is not only learned from books or lectures or exams. Medicine is forged in moments like these, in difficult nights, in resilience, in humanity under pressure. And tonight, I also want to address the families. To the parents who waited for late night messages saying, I'm okay. To the spouses and partners who accepted missed dinners, canceled vacations, and endless calls from the hospital. To every family member who carried worry silently while offering strength endlessly. This achievement belongs to you too. Behind every physician standing here tonight is a family that sacrificed alongside them. Dear graduates, never forget that what these years have taught you. You learned that science saves lives, but compassion heals people. You learned that strength is not the absence of fear, but the decision to continue despite it. And you learned that even in the darkest moments, hope can still exist in a hospital corridor, in a reassurance voice, or in simply refusing to give up on another human being. The world you enter today still needs healers, not only skilled physicians, but good people. People who bring dignity, empathy, humility, and light into places of suffering. And if you are able to become physicians and specialists during pandemics, crises, and wars, then there is very little in this world that you cannot overcome. Tonight, we celebrate proudly because your diploma is not just a proof of knowledge, it is a proof of resilience. Congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to the families who walked every step of this journey beside you. Thank you. Now may I call on the AUB President, Dr. Fadlu Khouri, to address the audience.
Thank you, Salah. Good evening, Mr. Dean, chairs, faculty, families, friends, and above all, our graduating residents and fellows of AUBMC 2026. Congratulations. Tonight is your night, and we salute you sincerely. I want to begin with a memory. Many, many years ago, before the vast majority of you were born, during my residency at the Boston City Hospital, I remember walking into the hospital sometime before dawn after being on call most of the night. At that time, we had a rule that you had to see your patients 6 days a week, except if you're on your 3 to 4 weeks a year of vacation, no exceptions. I was exhausted in the particular way only residents and fellows can understand. It's not an ordinary tiredness, but that strange floating feeling where adrenaline and fatigue somehow coexist. I remember stopping for a moment in the hallway and looking around at the organized chaos of the hospital, something I suspect you can relate to. Stretchers were moving, nurses were exchanging urgent updates, patient was crying somewhere behind a curtain, someone was laughing unexpectedly at the nursing station, and I remember thinking, this is really hard beyond belief, and yet there is nowhere else I would rather be. And I suspect there is nowhere else you would rather be than in the medical center. Many of you have had your own versions of that moment. Perhaps it came at 2 a.m. during a difficult shift. Perhaps it came after losing a patient or saving one. Perhaps while sharing truly bad coffee with your co-residents in the call room after 40 consecutive sleepless hours or more. Now, technically, that's illegal in this era, but it wasn't in mine. Or perhaps while driving home at sunrise through a city carrying far too much pain and uncertainty. Residency and fellowship change people. Certainly changed me. You begin believing medicine is mostly about knowledge, about the competence and the confidence that you generate by grasping more and more of that knowledge. Of course, knowledge matters. It matters enormously. But somewhere along the way, usually quietly and without announcement, you gradually understand that medicine is equally about steadfastness. There's something profoundly moving about young physicians choosing equanimity and solidity when everything around them feels unstable and uncertain, about remaining calm while others panic, about learning how to walk into rooms carrying fear, grief, anger, uncertainty, and still being able to offer, along with your competence, reassurance and humanity. Tonight, we celebrate your achievements, your endurance, your growth, and your service under extraordinary circumstances, only some of which were just described by Dr. Zainuddin. Residency and fellowship are always demanding. They demand long hours, difficult decisions, emotional stamina, and a level of discipline that few outside of the medical and nursing professions can fully understand. But your class, your group, trained during a period that asked even more of you. This year, many of you trained while Lebanon once again stood precariously close to war and all too often plunged into it. Some of you came to work after nights spent checking on family and friends. Some worried about loved ones and your communities in the south or in the Beqa or in other areas under bombardment. Some arrived at the medical center emotionally drained before the day had even begun. But still, you showed up. That phrase sounds simple, but as you know, it is not simple at all to show up. You showed up for frightened patients, exhausted nurses, and attending physicians who depended on you. For one another, you showed up when supplies were strained, when emotions were frayed, when unpredictability hung over daily life like weather that no one can predict. That is the mark of a true physician. You are no longer students now. You graduate as physicians today. Over the year, I can tell you that patients rarely remember every medication or laboratory value, but they always remember how they were treated. They remember who listened, who cared, who stayed an extra minute, or sometimes even an extra hour, who explained things carefully, who listened to their questions, who treated them with dignity when they felt vulnerable. Long after tonight, those moments will matter more than you can ever know right now. And while tonight is appropriately about celebrating your accomplishments, it's also about the people who carried you here. Your parents, your partners, your children, your siblings, your mentors, your co-residents and fellows, your nurses, faculty, and friends. Medicine demands sacrifice from its physicians, but also medicine demands sacrifice from all those who love you. Many of the people sitting in this room worried about you, encouraged you, forgave your absences, celebrated your small victories, and helped you through moments when you doubted yourselves. I hope you will thank them tonight. In fact, I'm going to ask you to stand up, and thank the people who love you, who've helped carry you here. للأهل والأحباء عم بيشكروكم مثل ما أنتم بتقدروهم. You can sit down now. One of the most rewarding privileges of my life and my career has been watching generations of Emory and AUB physicians go out into the world. They and you become department chairs, researchers, innovators, community physicians, surgeons, educators, and public servants. In fact, rare is the Lebanese government that has not drafted some of our faculty to become public servants. And that's a good thing. But the ones that we remember most fondly are almost always the same kind of physician, the deeply human ones, the ones who understand, as I came to over the course of my 6 years of residency and fellowship training, who understand to the core of their being what an honor and a privilege it is to serve those less fortunate. Never forget that. You serve those less fortunate, and there are many, many people who would love to be in your shoes, but you have earned this honor, this privilege. You have earned the honor to be a physician who never loses curiosity, who remains humble, and who remembers that healing is both a science and a moral act. The physician who can earn that sacred title is descended from those who millennia ago pledged an oath to Apollo, the patron Greek god of healing. You are descended from them. So class of 2026, despite everything this country and region and world have endured and thrown at you, you chose this life. That says something extraordinary about all of you. So tonight, celebrate in full. You have earned it most abundantly. On behalf of the American University of Beirut, its Board of Trustees, the Faculty of Medicine, and the American University of Beirut Medical Center, I congratulate you with great humility, but also with deep pride. You are ready. Now go forward and heal with skill, with courage, and above all, with humanity. Mabruk.
Thank you, Dr. Khouri. May I call on the Raja Khouri Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Raymond Sawaya, to address the audience.
Good evening. Thank you, Salah. President Khouri, Chairman, Chairwomen, faculty, families and friends, and of course, our graduates. I'm delighted to be here to officially congratulate you on your achievements. So, dear graduating residents and fellows, congratulations on this notable milestone in your lives and in your careers. Unlike prior graduations, especially for the residents, you have now gained full autonomy to care for your patients. It is now official. Mabruk. However, as our graduating fellows can attest, the trends in medical education are such that most of you will seek some form of additional training, either to subspecialize in a particular field or to gain additional experiences in your general practices. By spending this extra effort or extra years, you are assuring yourselves the opportunity to build your career on the basis of strengths and enhanced preparedness. I know as a fact that you have received an outstanding education and have gained superb skills. However, for your career to flourish, this is no longer sufficient. It is critical that you continue to pay great attention to your personal development. And this next phase of preparedness will play a crucial role in your acquisition of expert skills and in your path towards mastery and excellence. So mastery and excellence must be your ultimate goals, regardless of whether you are in academic or private practice, or whether you're practicing in Lebanon or abroad. Lastly, the diploma you're receiving today and the societal status you are gaining will be diminished unless you truly practice a patient-centered care that is characterized by enhanced communication and listening skills, and where patients' values, preferences, and needs are taken into consideration. As active practitioners, you should avoid the authoritarian stance and train to become more effective coaches and partners to your patients and their families. And that's leadership with a humane approach. And I thank President Khoury for having made that point to you as well. In closing, I wish to thank the faculty and program directors for making this graduation possible, and Dr. Salah Zainuddin and the team from our GME office for their extreme dedication and care. Congratulations again to our graduates and their families. Thank you. Before I turn the podium back to Dr. Zainuddin, I just want to say a word. We are about to distribute the awards for the residents and fellows, the Dean's Awards. 4 years ago, I had newly arrived here to AUB as the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, and I noticed that there were actually very few awards that recognize this incredible work that both Dr. Zainuddin and President Khoury have highlighted. We have incredible talent among you. I wish I can give an award to every one of you, but I can't, for obvious reasons. But I give 4 awards every year because there are so many of you and so many deserving ones. And I don't envy the committee that selects the awardees because I know they struggle to find the best. So with that in mind, I turn it over to Dr. Zainuddin.
Thank you, Dr. Sawaya. So now we're going to move to the distribution of the Faculty of Medicine and the Dean's Excellence Awards for the GME House staff. First awardee, Dr. Amar Eid. زاربينك يا قمر. دكتور لونا فتوني. دكتور دانييلا حدرج. And last but not least, Dr. Jad Najdi. Now we're going to start with distribution of the diplomas. Candidates who completed 4 years of residency training in anesthesiology. Dr. Andrea Elias Jdeed. Dr. Jdeed is the recipient of the 2026 Dr. Vivian Nasser Outstanding Anesthesiology Resident Award. Dr. Mary Jo Joseph Eid in absentia. Dr. Ibrahim Jamal Al-Mallah. Dr. Maher Mahmoud Al-Shami. Dr. Ruba Mahmoud Halimi. Dr. Rayyan Musa Krayim. Dr. Rasha Muhammad Shreem. Dr. Danny Andre Sulaiman. Candidate who completed 1 year of fellowship training in cardiovascular anesthesiology, Dr. Dareen Wafi Jammoul. Now, candidates who completed 4 years of residency training in dermatology, Dr. Noor Muhammad Al-Musawi. Dr. Michelle Gabrielle Ma'louli. Candidates who completed 5 years of residency training in diagnostic radiology, Dr. Farah Aziz Abu Zaid. Dr. Abu Zaid is an inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Claudia Antoine Al-Haddad. دكتور أحمد خالد جبلاوي. دكتور ريتا جورج خطار. دكتور أنتوني مارون نصر. Candidates who completed 4 years of residency training in emergency medicine. دكتور أحمد سعد الدين أبو قيس. دكتور ستيفاني سركيس الخوري. دكتور سينتيا نعمة حبيب. دكتور أنتوني ميشيل رابيل. دكتور يوسف محمد سلام. Candidate who completed 1 year of fellowship training in emergency ultrasound, Dr. Taysir Bilal Za'tari. Candidates who completed residency training in family medicine, Dr. Rima Subhi Abu Shaheen. Dr. Abu Shaheen is an inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Rahmi Kamil Faisal Al-Gharib. Dr. Al-Gharib is an inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Qasim Munzir Farhat. Dr. Rafi Hagob Tomasian. Candidate who completed 1 year of fellowship training in primary care sports medicine, Dr. Luciana Antoine Atallah. Candidates who completed 3 years of residency training in internal medicine, Dr. Farah Mahmoud Al-Shami. دكتور عويس محمد معد الخطيب. دكتور لين محمد الرضي. دكتور بشار حسن السعيد. دكتور زينب حكمة شحرور. دكتور انطانيوس كاسر شهاب. دكتور لارا رامز دلال. دكتور منى مصطفى البركي. دكتور ريم سهيل فرحات. دكتور ساجدة فواز حمودي. دكتور ملاك طارق هلال. دكتور محمد محي الدين عيتاني. دكتور نور محمد غازي كريدي. دكتور روان محمد رحمي. دكتور سارة كمال سعد. دكتور جورجيو عبد الله سيدي. دكتور جنى حسين سليمان. Candidates who completed 1 year of residency training as Chief Resident in Internal Medicine. Dr. غنوة حسن دياب. دكتور فرح عصام جابر. Candidates who completed 3 years of fellowship training in cardiology. Dr. محمد عبد العليم أبو شاهين. دكتور محمد علي وائل حطوم. Dr. Hatoum is the recipient of the 2026 Nail Al Harith Fellowship Award. Dr. Joe Michel Younes. Dr. Younes is an inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Candidates who completed 2 years of fellowship training in endocrinology and metabolism. Dr. Michel Habib Azar. Dr. Najla Mustafa Ahmedi. Candidates who completed 3 years of fellowship training in gastroenterology. Dr. Batul Ghassan Abdallah. Dr. Abdallah is the recipient of the 2026 Shamma'a Gastroenterology Fellowship Award. Dr. Rami Lutfi Tabbiqa. Candidates who completed 3 years of fellowship training in hematology oncology. Dr. Sara Ahmed Al-Mustafa. Dr. Qasim Ali Salam. Dr. Hawra Al-Tarhini. Dr. Tarhini is the recipient of the 2026 Dr. Ziad Salim and Mrs. Hana Abu Khadra Oncology Fellowship Award. Dr. Tarhini is also the recipient of the 2026 Dr. Bassem Tanyos Best Resident Teacher Award. And Dr. Tarhini also received in 2025 the Dean's Excellence Award. Bas. Candidates who completed 2 years of fellowship training in infectious diseases. Dr. Ghaida Muhammad Abu Dahir. Dr. Jad Jihad Aql. Candidates who completed 2 years of fellowship training in infectious diseases. Candidates who completed 2 years fellowship training in nephrology and hypertension. Dr. May Ali Awala. Dr. Jamila Fadi Qaqur. Candidate who completed 1 year of fellowship training in osteoporosis and metabolic bone diseases. Dr. Layan Tariq Abbas. Candidates who completed 3 years of fellowship training in pulmonary and critical care medicine. Dr. Jawad Ali Abdel Satir. Dr. Farah Mu'in Jabir. Dr. Jabir is an inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society and is also an inductee into the Alpha Omega Alpha Society. Candidate who completed 2 years of fellowship training in rheumatology, Dr. Rita Camille Abu Zaid. Candidate who completed 2 years of fellowship training in geriatric medicine, Dr. Tracy Georges Karam. Candidates who completed 4 years of residency training in neurology, Dr. Rawan Haitham Shaqas. Dr. Amar Hassan Eid. Dr. Eid, in addition to the Dean's Excellence Award, she is inductee in the Alpha Omega Alpha chapter. Dr. Miriam George Sim'an. Candidate who completed 2 years of fellowship training in adult and pediatric epilepsy and clinical neurophysiology, Dr. Lourdes Fadi Khalifi. Candidates who completed 4 years residency training in obstetrics and gynecology, Dr. Omar Muhammad Alamuddin. Dr. Nathalie Muhammad Shamsuddin. Dr. Shamsuddin is the recipient of the 2026 Dr. Ralph Saeed Papas Award. Dr. Huriya Kamal Al-Musa. Dr. Al-Musa is the recipient of the 2026 Dr. Roland Jamil Tannous Award and inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Ali Bassam Safadi. Dr. Safadi is the recipient of the 2025 Dr. Ralph Saeed Papas Award, and he is an inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Candidates who completed 3 years of fellowship training in reproductive endocrinology and infertility, Dr. Muhammad Jamil Fadl Al-Ghatmi. Candidates who completed 4 years of residency training in ophthalmology, Dr. Hanadi Ahmed Ibrahim. دكتور جنى ياسر طباجة. Candidates who completed 5 years of residency training in otorhinolaryngology, head and neck surgery. Dr. Anne-Marie Jean Dau. Dr. Dau is the recipient of the 2026 Abdul Latif Hamdan Endowed Otolaryngology Research Award and inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Candidates who completed 3 years of residency training in orthodontics. Dr. Christian Antoine Lekfouri. دكتور حياة علي الحناوي. دكتور تاتيانا أنطوان نجيم. Candidates who completed 4 years of residency training in anatomic pathology. Dr. Zaina Muhammad Barakat. Dr. Afaf Mustafa Al-Baba. دكتور نورة توفيق الصايغ. Candidate who completed 4 years of residency training in laboratory medicine. Dr. Jeanette Antoine El-Haj. Candidates who completed 3 years of residency training in pediatric and adolescent medicine. Dr. Fuad Hikmat Adhami. Dr. Asil Shawqi Al-Ali. Dr. Muhammad Ali Abbas Ali Ahmad. Dr. Leia Imad Shukr. Dr. Tracy Simone Daoud. Dr. Karen Pierre Jris. دكتور نعمة محمد القنواتي. دكتور وسيم محمد عمرو مدر كنيفاتي. دكتور فاطمة محمد محمود. دكتور غوى زياد محمود. دكتور سارة خالد مشد. دكتور هيفا غسان ميقاتي. دكتور رنا خالد سلامي. دكتور سندس حسن يوسف. Candidates who completed 1 year of training as chief resident in pediatrics and adolescent medicine. Dr. Sandra Nicola Aad. دكتور زينة وائل حطوم. Candidate who completed 3 years of fellowship training in pediatric cardiology, Dr. Reem Muhammad Salemi. Candidate who completed 3 years of fellowship training in pediatric infectious diseases, Dr. Samar Ghassan Dalli. دكتور أماني أحمد حدارة. Candidate who completed 3 years of fellowship training in pediatric hematology oncology, Dr. Daniela Qasim Hudroj. Dr. Hudroj is the recipient of the Dean's Excellence Award. دكتور غنى جمال كحيل. دكتور سجا فؤاد عيساوي. Candidate who completed 3 years of fellowship training in pediatric intensive care medicine, Dr. Maha Mohsen Mundir. Candidate who completed 3 years of fellowship training in pediatric neurology, Dr. Siham Ziad Kraidli. Candidate who completed 3 years of fellowship training in neonatology, Dr. Salah Hisham Yamut. Candidates who completed 4 years of residency training in psychiatry, Dr. Fadi George Konstantinos. Dr. Leah Roger Daw. Candidate who completed 1 year of training as chief resident in psychiatry, Dr. Rawan Muhammad Ali Laylet. Candidate who completed 2 years of fellowship training as child and adolescent psychiatry, Dr. Karine Riyad Kahil. Candidate who completed 2 years of internship training in clinical psychology, Ms. Lara Nabil Abdallah. Ms. Aya Nuh Hamedi. Ms. Narjis Asim Mansour. Ms. Yasmin Rashad Zaiter. Candidates who completed 5 years of residency training in radiation oncology, Dr. Tariq Omar Al-Bitar. Dr. Tala Safwan Mbayid. Candidates who completed 2 years of residency training in therapeutic medical physics, Mr. Maroon Fadi Al-Baini. Ms. Zainab Yusuf Rida. Candidates who completed 5 years of residency training in general surgery. Dr. Ayman Majid Labsat. Dr. Karim Hassan Saba'ayon. Candidate who completed 7 years of residency training in neurosurgery, Dr. Sara Ahmad Kautharani. Dr. Kautharani is the recipient of the 2024 Dean's Excellence Award and inductee into the Alpha Omega Alpha chapter. Candidate who completed 6 years of residency training in orthopedic surgery, Dr. Siraj Yusuf Sayer. Dr. Sayer is the recipient of the 2026 Dr. Herbert Nassour Junior Surgery Residency Award. Candidates who completed 7 years of residency training in plastic and reconstructive surgery, Dr. Paul Tanyo Sebaini. Dr. Saif Ilyas Msih. Candidate who completed 6 years of residency training in urology surgery, Dr. Jad Abbas Najdi. Now listen, Dr. Najdi is the recipient of the 2026 Jamal Jawad Hubballah Surgery Residency Research Award. He is an inductee into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. He is an inductee into the Alpha Omega Alpha chapter. He is the recipient of the 2026 Dean's Excellence Award. Candidate who completed 2 years of fellowship training in vascular surgery, Dr. Sami Fadi Nabhani. Candidate who completed 1 year of fellowship training in surgical critical care, Dr. Omar Jarir Bashir Al Hussein Al Awamili. I now call on Dr. Rita Khattar to address the audience on behalf of the graduates.
Good evening, everyone. For the past years, I wake up in the morning, grab my coffee, come to the radiology department, dim the lights, and talk to silent screens. At first, it was repetitive, almost mechanical. Just another day, another scan, another report. But somewhere along the way, I realized it was never just about images. It was about learning how to see when things aren't obvious, how to stay focused when everything around you is noisy, how to keep going when you're tired, uncertain, and overwhelmed. If you look at us today, you'd see smiling, well-dressed residents, enjoying the moment, taking pictures. But if you look a little bit deeper, you'd see residents with chronic sleep deprivation, intermittent caffeine overload, and constant exposure to stress. Yet, remarkably, residents still standing. Because the truth is, those past years were not normal years. We've trained through the COVID-19 pandemic, through the Beirut port explosion, through intermittent war times, through economic collapse, instability, fear, uncertainty, through moments that tested not only our skills, but our endurance as human beings. And yes, we're still here. Not because it was easy, but because we stood side by side, residents and attendings. We became a family. And that's what the American University of Beirut has always been about. We chose to stay, to grow here, to train here. And yes, we gained knowledge, clinical judgment, and technical skills. But what we gained goes beyond textbooks. We gained values, resilience, respect. We gained passion to our work despite everything. And most importantly, my friends, we gained each other. Because in the hardest moments, it was this bond that carried us through. To our professors, attendings, and AUB MC family, thank you. Thank you because what you gave us, no book can teach, and no institution in the entire world, no matter how prestigious it is, can guarantee. وهلا لأهلنا. تتذكروا لما كنتوا تتصلوا فينا على الساعة 3 و4 الصبح ونحن ما نقدر نرد عليكم لأنه كنا عم نهتم ونخلص حياة مريض؟ تتذكروا الأوقات اللي كنتوا بحاجة فيها إلنا ونحن ما قدرنا نكون حدكم؟ تتذكروا قد ضحيتوا وصرفتوا وسهرتوا حدنا قبل الامتحانات، تدعمونا، تدعوا لنا، تصلوا لنا وتضووا لنا شموع؟ حتى بأصعب الأوقات لما خسرتوا كل شيء ما استسلمتوا وضليتوا واقفين حدنا، ونحن منكم تعلمنا القوة والثبات. وإن شاء الله بيعوضنا لنكفيكم ولو بشيء بسيط بالسنين اللي جاية، ولو ما بتكفي الكلمة بس رح نقولها، شكراً من القلب. And now, my dear friends, we are moving forward. Many of us are leaving for fellowships abroad. They need us. They want us. And yes, we are going. But as we are leaving, we carry something very clear within us. We want to come back to Lebanon, back to our home, back to AUB, back to serve the community that shaped us and needs us the most. Because nothing compares to giving your heart, your soul, and effort to a place that once gave you everything. As Lebanese, family, values, and loyalty are not just words. They are who we are, and no matter where we go, we carry them with us. And just as I started, I invite you to look beyond our smiles and beautiful attires. I invite you to see us for who we truly are. We have become young individuals shaped by hardships, defined by resilience, and united by something far stronger than circumstance. Our story wasn't easy to live, but will always be worth telling. And now, my friends, after everything we've been through, there is nothing left for us to fear, and the sky is always the limit. Congratulations, we made it.
Thank you, Rita. We'll all remain seated until the graduates and the faculty leave the room. Will the AUB President and the Raja Khouri Dean of the Medicine and the faculty and their party please follow me?